Want to make the easiest and most delicious dish? Let's make chicken cutlets. New series, Cooking the Classics. 1.5 pounds boneless, skinless chicken breast. Pound the hot sauce cooks evenly. 2 eggs. Whisk. 1/2 cup Italian breadcrumbs. 2/3 cup panko. Makes it crispy. Mix it. No flour is needed. Separates the coating from the chicken. Let's pan fry these babies. 12-inch skillet. 1.5 cups peanut oil or canola oil. Heat skillet, medium heat. Don't add the chicken until the oil shimmers, just like that. Add the chicken. Fry 3 to 4 minutes until golden around the edges. Like that. Fry 3 to 4 more minutes. Hit it with salt, vigorously. For chicken milanese, add lemon. Parsley, because you fancy.
How to make chicken parmesan. To bacon, slice, strips, bacon in, heat medium, and stir till crispy. Remove, chop till it looks like this. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 4 cloves of sliced garlic, 1 teaspoon red pepper flakes. Saute until fragrant. Of crushed tomatoes. Season to taste with salt, small pinch of sugar. Add your bacon back and stir. Simmer for 5 minutes. Chicken breast. Just cut, open it up, little book. Plastic wrap. Down and flatten it. 1/4 inch thick. All-purpose flour, 2 eggs, whiskey business. Your flour with salt. Mix together, get into the flour. Both sides, then into your egg. Both sides again. And go breadcrumbs. So it looks like this. Bottom pan. Oil, about 1/2 inch. Heat medium high. And your chicken. 2 to 3 minutes. Flip. 2 to 3 more minutes. Drain. Season to taste with salt. 2 cups mozzarella. 1 cup Parmigiano Reggiano. Mix. Chicken. Sauce. Don't be shy. Cheese. Under the broiler. Oh yeah. Ooh, sheesh.
I saw this all over my For You page and it's been very popular, so I had to try it. I took some cherry tomatoes and dumped that into a glass baking dish, added a clove of garlic, some olive oil, salt, and some red pepper flakes. Then I tossed that all up. They were all out of blocked feta at my grocery store, so I used some crumble, popped that into the oven for 30 minutes at 400 degrees. Then I poured some water into a pot for my noodles, dumped those on in. Once they were done, it literally smelled amazing. Mixed it all up and added my noodles. Then I had to transfer it to a bigger dish because it was overflowing. Then mixed it on up, put that into a small portion, and it was literally amazing. You have to try this.
Do you like Big Macs? Me too. Let me put you on to something. Preheat your oven to 375. Cook 1.5 pounds of ground beef. To taste, add your Worcestershire, garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. Strain it and let it cool. While your beef is cooling, in a bowl, mix together 1.5 cups of mayo, 3 tablespoons of sweet pickle relish, 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard, 3 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon onion powder, and a splash of pickle juice. Mix it together. And there's your Big Mac sauce. 2 cans of pizza crust on a large baking sheet. Top the dough with 3/4 of your Big Mac sauce. Beef, bag of cheese, 18 minutes. Bag of shredded lettuce, pickles, onions, and the rest of your sauce. Big Mac pizza!
Trust me when I say this is how you make a high-level steak. What better way to celebrate 1 million followers by showing you how I cook the best filet mignon ever? Now let's go! Temper 30 minutes, then lightly cover in oil. Rosemary salt! If you know, you know. Sergeant Gilbert reporting for duty. Finely ground. Now roll the edge. Bring your pan up to medium-high heat. Little avocado oil, and sear. Flip after about a minute. Stick with me. By the end of this video, you're gonna understand the technique. Now rest 2 minutes. Drop the heat of the pan to low, and add 5 tablespoons of butter. When the butter's starting to foam, put the steak back. Constantly baste. Every 30 seconds, turn the meat. Keep basting. When it hits about 90 internal, rest 5 minutes. Drop some crushed garlic in your butter. Heat back on, steak back in, and continue to baste. Drop in some thyme. When it hits 125 internal, blast the heat and baste for 1 minute. Now, one final 6-minute rest. Before we do the reveal, if you're getting value from this, please remember to like the post. And if you want to become a god in the kitchen, just hit that follow button. Woo! Oh my lord. You know I love you, Anima!
Cooking videos. For you. We're making chicken and dumplings. The wife's not feeling the greatest, so I'm gonna try to make her feel better with some awesome foods. Let's do it. In a large pot over medium heat, add 6 tablespoons of butter, 1 diced yellow onion, 1 cup of sliced celery, 1 cup of matchstick carrots, and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Cook those down for about 5 minutes, then add 3 tablespoons of flour. Mix that around, then pour in 32 ounces of chicken broth and 12 ounces of evaporated milk. Boils everything in your pot. Add in 2 pounds of cooked shredded chicken and 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. Salt and pepper to taste. Bring your pot to a simmer and let's make some dumplings. In a large bowl, add 2 cups of flour, 1 heaping tablespoon of baking powder, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, teaspoon of dried thyme, 3/4 of a cup of milk, and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Dumplings! Add dumplings to your pot. Place a lid on your pot. Simmer your pot for 45 minutes, stirring every 10 minutes. Yum! Let's take some to her. So...
McDonald's McNuggets. Start with that chicken breast. Go ahead and cut it up into little cubes, and we're going to blend it in batches, and we're going to pulse it. You could use a grinder if you have one, but I don't have one. I'm guessing a lot of you don't have one. You could use a blender. Works just as good. Season the meat with a bunch of salt and pepper. And then the key to shaping your nuggets is to keep your hands wet so it doesn't stick to you. So you feel me? We made a few McDonald's shapes, and we went off with some dinosaurs, made a country, and look at that. I don't know what that is. Throw it into the freezer for like 2 hours. For the dry mix, we're gonna go flour, cornstarch, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Mix it up. For the wet batter, we're gonna go eggs, half a cup of water, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and whip that up. Then once your nuggets are hard, we're gonna go dry, wet, and then leave on there. And then once you do that, you're gonna heat up some oil. Once it bubbles around the stick, the wood, the chopstick, throw them into the oil. Make sure they don't stick to each other. Fry them for about 2 minutes each side. Take them out, and you got chicken McNuggets. Yes,
My Mediterranean frittata is one of my favorite meal prep ideas for the week. It's so easy to make in 30 minutes. Start by chopping up your veggies and some black Kalamata olives. In a large bowl, crack in your eggs, add your olives and some feta. Saute your veggies in olive oil with a dash of oregano. You only want to cook them halfway and then add to your egg mixture. Give it a quick mix, pour into your oven tray and crumble over some more feta. Now that the hard part's done, pop into your oven to cook. It's the perfect lunch for the week.
Okay, look, I got Pizza the Hut before. I'll do it again.
1 cup of water, 1.5 teaspoons of ANC yeast.
A little mixy.
Sit for 5 minutes. 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1.25 teaspoon of fine sea salt.
Whiskey business. Add your yeasty water and mix. Till you get a rough dough. Don't do a work surface. Just keep kneading.
Until nice and smooth.
Medium bowl. Little drizzle of olive oil. Shape your dough into a ball, into your bowl. Plastic wrap, lightly oiled. Cover.
Rise at room temperature 1 to 2 hours. Italian tomatoes.
Tomato. 2 cloves of garlic. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Salt to taste. Pinch of sugar. Blend.
Until nice and smooth.
Pizza stone.
Into the oven, 500 Fahrenheit.
45 minutes. Baking sheet. Dust generously with flour. Flour. Dump out your dough. Divide. 2 even pieces. And shape into a ball. Onto your sheet. Cover and rest. 30 minutes. Pizza peel with flour. Pizza dough. Flour on the top. Punch around the perimeter. Over the knuckles. Turn, stretch. Little pizza sauce. Spread it out. Cheese. Pepperoni. Into the oven on the 5 minutes. Broil 2 minutes.
Garlic oil on the crusty.
Ooh-wee.
Yo, this is how you make shrimp fried rice. Ooh. So you're gonna need your rice, onion, carrot, eggs, shrimp. Basically, it's 1-to-1 ratio with 1 rice and 1 of everything here. We're gonna start with a splash of oil, eggs, another one. Scramble that joint up. Put your egg to the side. A little bit more oil, 1/2 tablespoon of garlic, about 3 tablespoons of scallion. Woo! That's what we call pagitum right here. 150 grains of shrimp. Once the shrimp is cooked about 80%, throw in your onion, 50 grains of carrot, season it with salt, pepper. Yo, anything is good with salt and pepper, but this is my secret. Butter. Throw in your bowl of rice, tablespoon of soy sauce on your rice, 1/2 tablespoon of sesame oil. Now break that joint up, baby. Put your eggs back right in. Woo.
Start with that chicken thigh, pat it dry. Get them all in a bowl. Season them all with Tabasco, cayenne, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Mix it up until it looks just like that. 2 cups of flour, cayenne, paprika, cornstarch, salt, and pepper. Mix it up. That's the flour mix. 2 eggs, buttermilk. You're gonna want to mix that up. Pour that over the chicken. Mix up the chicken, get it in there, and let it sit. Then coat the chicken very well in the flour. Spicy mayonnaise, paprika, cayenne, Tabasco. Simple. Mix. Oil in. Check that it's hot enough. Has to be hot enough. You want to hear that noise. Chicken thigh, 5 to 6 minutes each side. Golden brown, then flip. After that, take it out just like that. Toasted brioche bun, spicy mayonnaise both sides, pickles, that chicken, top it.
Yes,
If you love garlic, this technique is going to change your life. Fill a saucepan up with peeled garlic and cover it with oil. Place the garlic in a 200-degree Fahrenheit oven for 3 hours. And I know it sounds like a lot of time, but you literally don't have to do anything besides stick it in the oven. It's called garlic confit, and it's going to award you with roasty, toasty, smashable, spreadable garlic cloves that do not leave you with dragon's breath. Pour the confit and the garlic-laced oil in a resealable jar. Keep it in the fridge for at least a few months. This will last a long time, if you don't eat it first.
If you find that you're never eating enough veggies, you have to try this meal prep idea for the week. I always make a big batch and then add them to salads, Buddha bowls, and even just on their own. Layer a variety of veggies chopped on an oven tray. I'm using carrots, zucchini, eggplant, sweet potato, onions, and garlic, of course. To flavor it up, I'm adding rosemary, oregano, garlic powder, and salt. Drizzle over some olive oil, and my favorite part is adding bagel seasoning on top. Now pop in the oven till they're nice and golden and you hear that sizzle.